Okay, second page here. We're going to do, okay, factor tree, 24. So notice there's a cube root here. So right now we have a 5 out front, and we have a cube root, and we're waiting for some numbers here and here. So we're going to do a factor tree for 24. We're looking for 3 of the same thing. 24 is 3 and 8, which is 2 and 4, which is 2 and 2. Since there are 3 2's, we're going to bring a 2 out, cross them out, and then there's a 3 left, and that goes underneath. So this is 10 cube root of 3. Plus, now we're going to do the cube root of 75. So 375 is 125 and 3, which is 5 and 25, which is 5 and 5. So we have these 3 5's right here. So a 5 comes out, cross them out, and then you have this little 3 left. So that's cube root of 3. Then you have like radicals. You have cube root of 3, cube root of 3, and then you add the numbers out front, so that's 15 cube root of 3. So I'm going to write that over here, 15 cube root of 3. This next one, 50, factor tree. This is a square root, so we're looking for 2 of the same thing. There's 2 5's, so 50 is 5 square root of 2. Bring the 5 out, the 2's left over 12. Now this one is okay. I mean, it's simplified. However, you do not have common denominators. So we need to make this a 12. So we would multiply this by 4 and this top one by 4. That makes this 16 square root of 2, if you multiply these, over 12. And then once you have a common denominator, you can add the numerators for a negative 11 square root of 2 over 12. This one, we have a 2x out front and a square root, so we're going to have 24 and x cubed, a factor tree. So 24 is 2 and 12, and x cubed is x, x, and x. 12 is 2 and 6 is 2 and 3. So there's 3 2's. Oh, we don't need 3, sorry. This is a square root. We only need 2 2's. Let's look at these 2. These 2 2's, we'll cross them out, bring 1 out. The 2 and 3 are left over, so that goes here. Now with the x's, circle 2 of them, bring 1 out. Now there's already an x out here, so let's make that an x squared. And then there's 1x left underneath. So this is 4x squared radical 6x. That's the first one, simplified. So the second one simplified, there's already a 3 out front. So 54x to the 5th is 6 and 9, which is 2 and 3, which is 3 and 3, which is x, 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 and x. So we're looking for 2 things. So we have 2 3's. Bring a 3 out, right there. Cross them out. There's 2 x's. There's another pair of x's, so we're going to bring 2 x's out. Cross those out. So what's left is a 2 and a 3 and an x underneath, so that's 6x. For a 9x squared radical 6x. And then we can add the outside numbers, 13x squared, and do not change the radicand. That's your answer. So this is 2. You can multiply the radical 3 and radical 3, and that's radical 9, which is 3 or 6. This one is radical 18. So if you do a factor tree, a 3 comes out because there's 2 of them, and this is your answer. You cannot add these because they're not like radicals. And then if you distribute foil, you get 3 and 2 is 6. Radical 5 and radical 5 is radical 25. That's your first product. Your outer product is negative 21 square root of 5. Your inner product is 8 radical 5 minus 28. So this is 6 times 5, or 30. So you have 30 and negative 28, which is 2. Then you can add these 2 to get negative 13 square root of 5. So it's 2 minus 13 square root of 5. And the last one, I've got this last one, guys, and I'll be 7 minus 3. 7 times 7 is radical 49, which is 7. And radical 3 and radical 3 is radical 9, which is 3. So it's 7 minus 3, or 4. You do not have to do the whole FOIL because these are conjugates. So you only have to do first and last. So 4 is your answer. And that one's done. That page is done.